right, hello everybody. Happy Friday. And yeah, welcome to Detective Pikachu Returns. It is finally released. I think it was back in 2017, the year the Switch launched, that there was an announcement that the Detective Pikachu story would be continuing on the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, 6 years later, over 6 years later probably, since that announcement, it's finally here. Detective Pikachu Returns, the sequel to the 3DS game that I actually never played. I saw the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I never played the first game. I think it came out. I don't remember exactly when it came out. Maybe like 2015 or 16. Probably, I think it was 2016. Here in North America, I know it had been out in Japan for a little bit. Yeah, before it came out here. But yeah, it seemed like a cool enough little game on the 3DS. It definitely looked really nice for a 3DS game. But yeah, I don't know, never got it at the time, and I'm kind of surprised that they never brought it to the Switch, because like you know, um, I guess when they said that the story would continue, that wasn't necessarily like 100%. Oh, there's going to be a sequel. But I mean, I kind of feel like when you say the story is going to continue, it kind of has to be a sequel. And yeah, sure enough, it did end up being a sequel with Detective Pikachu Returns. So I'm kind of surprised that they didn't put the first game on here, because I imagine that there will probably be a decent amount of people jumping into this game. Uh, and it is the second game, so but I have heard there is a recap. So that's good. I don't know how much from the movie might be kind of part of that first game, but yeah. I'm interested to give this one a look-see, and it is kind of funny. I think that now I have two detective games that I'm playing, because Ghost Trick and now Detective Pikachu. Lots of sleuthing to be done this month, it would seem. But yeah, anyways, let's see what Detective Pikachu has in store for us. Yep, English please, thank you. And we will go with the English voices as well. Although I'm sure the Japanese ones are still pretty good. Right, wait, story jump mode? What is that? Oh, okay. You can just jump around to any part of the story you want. Okay, cool. Probably won't do that. High speed movement? How high speed are we talking here? Is it just like a sprint? I don't know, I feel like I should just turn that on. Also, I don't know why, but Twitch didn't have like a section for Detective Pikachu Returns yet, so I just kind of had to go with the first game for the, like, the category, so, yeah. Alright, well, yeah, new game. Right into it. There he be.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective. With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries. My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories. After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim. Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same. Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk.
Coffee sounds nice right now.
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Ryme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him. Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Okay, nice little brief summary there of the first game. Nothing too in-depth, but...
So, to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Ryme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Pikachu, great detective known for bolts of brilliance.
Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Tim Goodman, wearing his iconic red hoodie.
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago, some of our citizens began to doubt Ryme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
Howard Myers, mayor of Ryme City.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
Nice. Slices this guy on metal wings.
Oh no, it's coming this way.
What? It's just a Corviknight. What's so bad about that?
Follow me.
Everyone, get inside right away!
What the heck is going on?
Could it be? Or?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Pikachu.
Lousy Corviknight! It just made off with my signature hat!
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
Now he's just a normal Pikachu. How important that hat is to me, and Corviknight just flew off with it. Mess, let's go get it back. Yeah, someone dropped their journal. I don't know if it's mine.
Whoa! Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped.
Oh, okay, it's the mayor's.
There's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh, she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
I wonder where the pink hair came
That's
from.
my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Okay. Oh my. Dizzy Bird. He'd of a regular sight in Ryme City's parks. Yeah, that bird is a little dizzy.
Oh.
Will Butler, chief of the Pokemon Protection Bureau, I guess, and an Audino. Can you hear how healthy you are? Interesting. I mean, if we have just like some berries or like potions or something, right? Can that work? Or if there's like a Pokemon Center nearby.
Whoa!
Oh, there's a Magnet.
Whoa!
Magnemite? Magnet? I don't remember all of their like
Whoa!
names. Okay, fine. Yes, we'll talk to the birds. I just kind of wanted to look around, but I guess not. Our first investigation in a long time. Yeah. Has been a while. Detective work tutorial. Talk to the Pokemon, and yep, I talk to the people. Gather evidence, make testimonies from people and Pokemon, piece them all together to solve the case. Yep, that's how this works. Cool. So yeah, him can't understand any other Pokemon other than just Pikachu. A strong aroma makes the sleepy times go away. I mean, yeah, something smells really like strong or like good, you might like snap out of a daze. Get stuck during investigation and see a light bulb icon in the lower left corner of the screen. You can press the left button to consult Pikachu and get a hint. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. A little curious about what the P-Dove was saying. Friend is unconscious, but what I wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Nice strong aroma makes sleepy times go away. That's all I could get out of it. Aroma, sleepy times, go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? And what if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. We can find the strong aroma those P-Dove were chirping about. Maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. But I'm thinking, it's worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? There might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. And that reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, you can call me out at any time. Or call out to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break or retrace your steps. That's important too. Alright, plus button during gameplay to open the submenu, save the game, change your settings, and then ZL to reread recent conversations. Okay, cool. Yep, got a text log, we got our menu. Okay. It's like a weird... There's like a weird blur. You see that? Like when you exit the menu? It's really weird looking. Alright, so we're looking for a strong scent. I mean, I don't know, there's some donuts here. Ooh. Oh god, what is this Pokemon called? Zantu, I think? Really cool, he's very tall. Zatu, yeah. Stares into the great beyond. No in there, just Zatu, not Zantu. That's Zatu. Never tell what it's staring at, or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if it knows anything about how to wake up P-Dove. Is Zatu, like, do they talk? I don't know, he's just kind of standing there. Oh, okay, no, he does make some noise. He wants peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. I see. Okay, yeah, so probably not getting anything out of him. Oh, what about a Magnemite? Or again, I don't know. Is it yeah, it is a Magnemite. Levitates using electromagnetism. Little jolt from Magnemite here might be just what P-Dove needs to wake up. Yeah, you can't use your moves, so you'd have to ask Magnemite to do the jolting for you. Oh, I didn't know that. Detective Pikachu can't actually use any, like, abilities. You know I'd use my moves if I could. Huh. Wonder why I can't. I'll tell you what the problem is. Got a P-Dove that won't wake up. I was thinking one of you or electric type moves could jolt it awake, though probably only as a last resort. Oh, you'd be willing to help us out? Thanks. All else fails, we'll hit you up for any electrifying assists. Yeah, I don't know if, like, you know, shocking somebody who's unconscious is really going to help all that much. I mean, yeah, maybe they'll wake up, but... Alright, what's going on here? Aromatease? Exudes an enchanting aroma. Well, that's a, you know, pretty good lead then. Yeah, I guess it's aromatease? Aromatis? Yeah, I don't know. You're aromatis, aren't you? What are these P-Doves surrounding you for? Started flocking to it as soon as it got here. I've been following aromatis around. Yeah, so I guess this thing is the scent that they like. P-Dove really getting on its nerves. It seems like these P-Dove are all drawn to a scent that Aromatis emits, which means Aromatis might be able to help us wake up the unconscious P-Dove. Thinking Pikachu, let's ask Aromatis if Aromatis is willing to help us out. So, okay, if we can get the birds to go away, it'll help. Alright. Hello, little bird. You don't mind, could you... Yeah, could you fly somewhere else, please? Aromatis should be willing to help us out now, right? It's happy to lend a hand now that we got those P-Dove to move. Great. Let's take Aromatis back to the square. Cool. Alright, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I guess make it smell cool. Or good.
Alright!
Bird awake.
Glad that worked.
Oh,
P-Dove's awake. Aromatis' scent is nice, but it's kind of like really strong perfume. I don't get why the P-Dove like it so much. I don't know. I guess they just like what they like. But you're enjoying it. You're a huge help, Aromatis. Thanks. Cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that Pokemon. I don't remember what like it's from, like what gen it's from. Doesn't look familiar to me. But I imagine there will be some, like, new Pokemon in this game. Like, even, I don't know, maybe there will be some from Scarlet and Violet. It'd be cool. Excellent work, young detective. That perked P-Dove right up. Didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. Wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? Well, I'm assuming he is... yeah, chief of the PPB. Organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon of Ryme City, the Pokemon Protection Bureau. It's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon. I didn't know he had something like that. And the Bureau only recently started its official operations. Oh, whoops, wrong button. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Ryme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. We were dispatched to provide security, but, well, just look at what happened. Can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. Honestly, an embarrassment. Okay, yeah, but like, what could you have really done about a Pokemon just kind of coming in and causing things? Can't really control a wild Pokemon, really. I guess you could capture it, but, you know, I'm not really sure if they're gonna want to do that. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. Human and Pokemon residents of Ryme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure crimes involving Pokemon, like the R incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Keeping the peace the police is a job, though. In the past few years, Ryme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now, the police can protect the human population of Ryme City while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. Oh, that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I expect from Ryme City. Howard? Wait, like Todd? Todd Howard? Howard really is looking out for his Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Were you explaining things to Pikachu? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can. I'm not actually talking to him. It's more like getting advice? No, that's not it. It's... Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's it. Well, we do understand each other, actually. That was close. Thought he caught on to us. Is that a bad thing if he does? I mean... Usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. I mean, yeah, but is that a bad thing if people found that out? I don't really see why it would be bad. Alright, what's going on? Oh, Bird is back.
Again.
Yeah?
Come on, let's chase it down.
Sir.
Good luck with that. Pretty sure you're not going to be able to, like,
Oh,
you know, outpace a bird. Chief went out of Corviknight in his patrol car. Okay, yeah. Eggs. Right, is there anything else cool around here? There's a Spearow. And a car. And yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, yeah, that is actually pretty pretty fast movement there. But you kind of, I mean, I don't know, move like fast enough, I guess, for what this game is. Do you have anything to say now? Only it's not to panic. Pulls a cucumber even during a crisis. Oh my, a lone executor. Oh, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. What a mess. Not quite. Not quite a tree. Just look up and you'll see that it is very clearly not a tree. But this is also not an apple. Applin lives in an apple. Yeah, it's like a worm, I think. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. It's odd, it doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. Alright, what's going on here? Wooden crate shook, you got thrown out. That's when you realize your friends were missing. Got separated. Let's help find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? 2? Alright. Looking for some more Applins. Go to sleep in a wooden crate, and when you wake up, you're always someplace new. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this Applin. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. But that was Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. They must have evacuated the area. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta look for some apples. Hey, do you guys come on, look up. You will very, very quickly see that it's on a tree. Like,
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
there you go. Low form Executor. Towering tropical Pokemon. A beautiful form of this Pokemon. This is an Alolan Executor? Never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Ryme City? Why don't we ask it and get some other questions in while we're at it? We can't investigate until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here. Look down by your feet. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Yeah, I guess there are 3 of them. Is that a Gulpin? Kind of looks like Gulpin on his tail. I don't think it is, but it's kind of what it looks like. Forgot to say which head.
Hey!
Alright, Corviknight came flying through, and when you try to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand.
Hey!
Middleist head.
Hey!
Cool. Alright, time to find some Applins. Well, one of them is pretty obvious. Because, yeah, apples normally don't blink at you. I think. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? Must take a whole lot of patience. Patiently staying still is one of your talents. Impressive. That Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. Okay, now the other one. You have it, Pikachu?
Oh, this is a tasty apple. You want some too, Tim? Don't forget to pay for it.
Well, I don't see another one that's like immediately obvious. So maybe it's like underneath a box or something.
Is this?
I guess I'll just examine all of them and see what they say. Ah, okay, it was just like behind the box. Oh, well. Hat's here. Is there an Applin underneath the hat?
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here! The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all! My hat keeps moving on its own!
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
I mean, you can clearly see, yeah.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
It's really going, too.
I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
I'm Executor.
Well, Tim, lift me up.
Okay. You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
Do I actually have to, like, press buttons or something? Oh, okay. Quick time events. What are you even gripping onto, dude? That's what I'm curious. Like, how are you... I don't really have, like, claws or anything.
finally got you back.
Yep. Here's the other app one. Oh, well. And then Pikachu broke his nose. Maybe. Oh no, he's fine. Oh, okay. Tim caught him. Cool. Oh wow, that was a tiny app one. One of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight and just happened to fall on top of Applin. Oh yeah. Hey Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat. It is a nice hat, so I am also glad that you didn't.
That was a hassle.
There we go.
Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Great work. Thank you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Ryme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Thank you, Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
Pika Pika to you too, little hero. Both of you, keep up the great work.
Way to go, Tim!
Congratulations, hon!
We did it. We saved the city, Pikachu. Although I guess that was like, what, 2 years ago? What they said. Later that evening, at Tim's apartment.
I'm so proud of you today.
Irene Goodman, Tim's mom. Okay. Figured, but wasn't sure.
You're amazing, Tim.
And I'm assuming this is my sister. Yeah, Sophia Goodman.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Eevee abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
And the Ryme Tower standoff case, too.
How dare people steal
They
Eevees?
even made a movie based on the R case.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Interesting reference.
This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
I see.
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a Corviknight. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, was it?
Hey.
Mewtwo cells. Yeah, I like how Mewtwo's just kind of like flying around. Interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Ryme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon. Ryme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Damn.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
I mean, there's a Mewtwo, so...
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you? You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
Oh, really? It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of cases. The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him. If the two of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Yeah, but like, at the same time, don't you think maybe the police should get involved a bit? It's been like years, so, you know, that you might want some help with that. Forensics and such, but you do you, I guess. Day after the award ceremony. Ryme City. That it is. It's a cactus. I don't remember what it's called, but I like it. It's a cool looking Pokemon. Whimsicott.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicott.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
Cool little Pokemon.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Who dis? Frank Holiday. He's Inspector.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case. We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the dentist residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
So much for my coffee.
I mean, you can still get some coffee. We're right here, so... There's no need to rush. You gotta be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. I guess that's true. She's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon in the lower left corner of the screen, you can press the right button to chat with him. Sometimes Pikachu will try to get your attention, and a Pikachu icon will bounce to let you know he wants to talk. If you see this icon bouncing, press the right button to hear Pikachu say. Got it. What's up, buddy?
Look, I know we need to hurry.
You just want coffee.
But would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me.
No. Or you don't want a coffee.
Okay.
Oh, but Holiday's waiting. We better go join him. Sure you don't want coffee? Okay, fine. Yeah, I guess he wants to take his time with the coffee. Ooh, Hariyama. And a Poliwhirl? I think is... Poliwrath, rather. My partner Hariyama loves showing off his strength, especially when he gets tested against someone else's. Since Poliwrath is also proud of its muscles, Hariyama considers it its rival. Once they start going at it, it's hard to stop them. Yikes. Guess we better avoid that alley for now. Okay. I like the fountain. Slowpoke fountain. Oh. Okay. Little jump scare. I mean, I don't know, it wasn't that scary. Lights up its spots to communicate with friends. Never figured it'd use those lights to lure someone in close enough for a prank. It definitely surprised me. Hey, NK, maybe go easy on the jump scares, okay? But it's October. Everyone's... what's the line? We're all entitled to one good scare. Right? Something like that? Alright, hello, Cactus. Maractus. That is a good Pokemon. I like it. I don't remember what gen that's from. Not super new, but... Appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way. The crime took place at the dentist residence up ahead.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
Brad McMaster, Police Lieutenant. And a Manectric, dedicated to law and order. It's been a while, Brad. See, you're on the case too. Suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Says no funny bit. Yeah, he says no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Sanjeev. Interesting first name. Very stark contrast of names, like Dennis and then Sanjeev. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Ryme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just gotta get a dig in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim. Come inside. That's cool. Missing jewel. Ooh. Nice Ho-Oh painting there. Does he have one of Lugia on the other side? Yes, he does! That's actually really cool.
I see.
Alright, Tim. Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holliday. But can I look around first? I want to admire the paintings. The name of this painting is Golden Sunrise, and it depicts... Oh, a Pokemon that's spoken of in legends. They say it brings eternal happiness, and that its wings shine with rainbow-colored light. Rainbow-colored light, huh? And the painting sure is beautiful, but I'll bet the real thing is even more breathtaking. Yeah, Ho is definitely a pretty cool Pokemon. So is Lugia, which I kind of think I prefer Lugia. But they're both pretty cool, for sure. I remember in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the like cutscenes that each of them had, where it actually had like 3D models of them when they were like swooping down. Well, like Ho-Oh swoops down to like the tower, and then Lugia like bursts out of the waterfall. Those were really, really cool. The name of this painting is Silver Waves, and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. Rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. That makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit. Oh, wait, hold on. If nobody's seen it, then how did they get the painting? How do they know what it looks like? Because, like, if nobody's seen it, you would kind of expect a painting of it to not be, like, as perfectly captured as it is here. But no, that is definitely Lugia. Like, you know, But anyways. Sir?
Oh, Tim, I've been waiting for you.
Sanjeev Dennis, jeweler. Your dog looks sad. Why is your dog sad? Growlith. Why he's sad? Make dog not sad. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler, and this is my partner, Growlith. Good dog. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. But wait, Detective Pikachu, come on. Not just Pikachu. No, yeah, I know. They don't think they really ever, like, I don't think Tim refers to him as Detective Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
Precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop. It's a very rare jewel indeed. Aurora Drop. What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. Oh, wow. Well, that's not good. Thankfully, my staff members' injuries were minor, and yet something sticking out to you is odd. Now the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it. Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? Looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels, but the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time we called it the Jewel of Legend. Don't worry about it. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. It definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? It's securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. Oh, whoops. Okay, I didn't mean to press this one again. I skip this? Like, no, okay. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Barnes, that's a good name. Isn't that... Wait, Barnes, that's, yeah, that's the dude from... He's not a butler, but in Warcraft. Like World of Warcraft. He's in Karazhan. I think he's like a... I don't want to say a stage play, but he likes, I think, like stage performances and stuff. I only really know him because of Hearthstone, but yeah. Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to the storage room. Well, what's keeping someone else from getting to it? He is always kept around Growlith's neck. If anyone but Barnes and myself attempted to take it from her, Growlith would start barking. My Growlith is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlith's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. But you don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. Certain that he'd never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. You're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large. That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please, help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. We'll talk to Barnes later. Okay. Well, okay, jewel storage room is upstairs. Cool. I mean, somebody could have just, like, had Barnes take it from Growlith, and then they took the key. But then I don't see why Barnes wouldn't just like tell the police like, hey, yeah, like this is what happened. Wait a second, Tim. Something I want to try starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, a case notebook. Writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal. That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open your notebook. Okay. First, let's write in the notebook any burning questions that arise while we're investigating. We'll summarize the testimony and evidence that we've gathered during our investigation on the page below. Okay. We've collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. I guess actually using the notebook is the best approach. So, Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right. Let's go check out the jewel storage room. Okay, cool. So we've got a little, like, you know, like evidence board kind of, but in our notebook.
Oh,
What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. Scattered all over the floor, and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in. Or out. Through here? Do you think it has anything to do with this case? Probably. Look at this. One of these feathers is darker than the others. You're right. The other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about this nagging at me. Jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please go right ahead.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of cotton. So I guess there were some, oh god, what's the Pokemon's name? The cotton one that we saw earlier? Just get some water. What is it, Pikachu? Checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. And then we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Let's take a closer look. I wonder if some of these are like evolution, like gems, like stones. I don't know, it doesn't really look like it. More feathers in there. This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let any details slip past you, Tim.
Let me see.
Well, there's more feathers over here. Here's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to is in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. Okay. There's lots of, like, cotton. It's really fluffy and soft. What's a bunch of cotton doing in here? That is the question. This looks like it was, like, cut somehow. It's the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. The edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. kind of blade could slice this cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case? Perhaps a Pokemon ability? They certainly didn't use the key. Yep, still locked. See. Yeah, use the key to get into the room, but they didn't use it for the jewel. Yeah, the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel storage room. Wonder who has the key then. I guess Dennis, maybe? Or Sanjeev? Mr. Dennis? I don't know. I can examine Pikachu. Hi.
Hey, Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
Cool. I'm glad he has like a little dialogue for that. That looks like the part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yes. Yeah, it looks that way. It's a really clean cut. Yeah, I just don't know what. Maybe like, yeah, I don't know what Pokemon move would have been able to do that. That a human could pull that off. Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I don't think there's anything else I really should or want to investigate. I guess I can look at the base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor. Yeah, moving the base doesn't even look possible. Okay, yeah, so I think that's kind of everything.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
You've probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, huh? Alright, select begin deducing in your case notebook.
Okay.
We have a few plausible theories, but which do you think is right? The culprit unlocked the case and stole the jewel. The culprit hasn't actually stolen the jewel yet. Or cut open the case and stole the jewel. I doubt they would do that. Yeah, it's probably this one. I don't really see like why they would have hidden the jewel in the cotton. When we've seen in the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. So we need to investigate more to determine how that case was sliced open. But at least we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we made our first step forward. Cool.
Okay.
You understand how to use the case notebook now. Yep, once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. Okay, so you don't necessarily have to get all of the, like, stuff to be able to deduce. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the case and took the jewel from inside. But there's just one thing that's strange. Oh yeah? Yeah. Think, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? Storage room door was locked. The jewel was stored in this room. The glass was cut, but the door wasn't. I mean, like, I don't know. Is that one strange? I don't really see why the door being locked would be strange. I guess it was this one?
Oh!
Yeah, they only had the key for the door. Didn't have the key to the jewel case. Only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. Yeah. Who keeps the key for the jewel cases? Doesn't help Barnes much since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. Okay, so is it just him? Okay, so Sanjeev is the only one that has the key. Security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room, but only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. Valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really, I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. Your Aurora drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Ryme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. Symbol of revival. Let's ask Dennis about that later. The thief cut open the case to steal the jewel, but they had the key to get into the storage room. The only people who have access to that key are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police would suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that, knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion and hear what they have to say. And not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for when you want to talk to them. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Okay, now we've got our next steps figured out. Let's start interviewing everyone right away. Okay. So... who can I interview you? No. So, okay, probably can't go in there. Being searched by the police.
I see.
Thank you for what Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. It sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. Alright, so... now about my dad. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? Just looking into that. Sure, you'll get more just direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. Okay. What about Barnes? I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. Right, what about the jewel? I hear that the Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop's not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. There must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out that possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglary is low. Hello. Clefairy? No, Clefable. All ears for mansion gossip. You have some big ears. Fab. Oh, it's Clefable. Mr. Dennis's partner, apparently. Or Mrs. Dennis's partner. I ask you a few questions. She's suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here.
Yes?
So you're Mrs. Dennis?
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Yep. Claudia Dennis. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives? Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Husband? Then that must mean you're Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all of this. So, the matter's settled. Yeah, I don't think that's how this works. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. Not just like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Yeah, okay, lady. I think you're kind of suspicious if you're getting like that, like hell-bent on thinking he is. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. Saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime. Look as though you don't believe me. Okay.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? I didn't exactly see it clearly. But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. Bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window and in that storage room. So, those were Ducklets? In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound. Do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a flying bluebird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy, if you ask me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Well, then hurry up and find whoever is. Get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? I guess that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Oh my god, I did not mean to press this again. I guess I just have to like skip through it. Okay. About Barnes.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting. Especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much. Old Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. Suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev. Even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. That lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia is not a huge fan of Barnes. Yeah, me as well, Pikachu. Think that's why she's so sure he's the thief?
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Okay. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helped Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with the jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
For a drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Ryme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be prated about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Yeah, okay, lady. And I'm assuming you're Barnes?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Larry Turner, new staff member at the Dennis residence. Nope, this isn't Barnes. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Wait, that's not proper enough, sorry. My name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. I can handle all that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Then attacked me out of nowhere, and I blacked out. Something attacked him. So, not the thief then. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Yeah, sure, no problem. Right. So where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I'd made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw Ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually Ducklet just walks out the front door. It seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. And I saw that the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small, red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, it couldn't have been human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. Red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. I see. So sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal that Aurora drop. Possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So, Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? Need to find the Ducklet that flew out the window? That red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Fortunately, that's all I saw. Let's see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great coworker with tons of experience. I mean, if you know Barnes before all of this, you could have never imagined him being a thief.
Excuse me?
Do you know anything about the stolen jewel? The Aurora drop? I've never even seen the thing. Been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora drop. He's like, Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. They've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night. Must really be a point of contention. I guess Miss Dennis just doesn't want to give up on such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, huh? Makes the Aurora drop a symbol of revival. A few years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to R went berserk. The rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By that time, I had already had the Aurora drop, kept it safely stored in the shop. So, was the Aurora drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. All the jewels in my shop, the Aurora drop was the only one to remain unscathed. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora drop that you might believe it was being protected. It's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in this world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business has been able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel, in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Ryme City. The Aurora drop? But why donate something so precious to you? Not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So, I wanted to donate that jewel, or the jewel that survived the R incident, as a symbol of Ryme City's revival. I hope that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis. I'm impressed. Wonderful gesture. Glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh. Forget I said anything. Shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. But for now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora Drop as quickly as possible. Now then, Mr. Barnes, will thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Ooh, sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. And there he be. Brandon Barnes. Looks more like just a businessman than a butler, but I guess a normal suit works just fine. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. That's so. My apologies. I am Brandon Barnes. Work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? Realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about me. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. Would you like to... or what would you like me to speak about first?
Yes.
Right. At the time of the incident, I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. I rushed upstairs. I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up the stairs, you'd think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already open, and when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora Drop was gone. I then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Fortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. And naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Yep, we knew that already. Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. Suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. But I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Is Ducklet with you there? Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from the local cafe. Ooh, she buys coffee beans. Nice. There's a place nearby called the Hi-Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's gotta be for the Hi Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Ryme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't yet returned. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Fortunately, no. Feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. So worried I can hardly think straight. And about the Aurora Drop. And of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora Drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop. I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case. Well, based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised the police suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. You can leave the rest to me. Let's go question them, Tim. Oh. Hey, what's up?
Yo, Manectric! Working hard? Hey, what did I ever do to you?
Interesting. I'm gonna... Oh, there's another Manectric. I guess, the cops, like, just have a bunch of them. Alright, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. I don't mind, you know, voicing the dialogue, but, yeah, I'm already, a little, like, I don't know if I'm sick, but I think I might be getting a cold or something, so my throat is already a little dry, compared to normal, so yeah, reading out a bunch of text doesn't help too much, but, well, Clefable earlier didn't want to talk to us. I'm assuming that hasn't changed. Yeah, but Growlithe might want to talk to us. Hey, Growlithe. Sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask you some questions? We're here to catch the thief, and we need your help to do that. Willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji? Thanks. Sanji? Growlithe's nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh, right, his full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? Alright. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. And we already know key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it is important to you. Makes sense. She says she never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? Don't know because you were napping. Oh, okay, well then that would explain why someone was able to get the key off of their neck. Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy. Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. When you woke up, your precious key was gone. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief? Thanks. We'll come ask for an assist if anything comes up. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. The one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. Yeah, so if it was only Sanjeev and Barnes that can get the key from Growlithe, yeah, I guess it makes sense that it would have had to have been like somebody making Barnes do it, but that's not the case. If Growlithe was sleeping, someone could have just swiped it off of them while they were sleeping. What? You think we're thieves returning to the scene of the crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Yeah, help us out, and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up too. So you're willing to talk to us. Thanks. Guess Clefable was worried we'd do something bad to Mrs. Dennis.
Hey.
Do you have a job here at the mansion? No job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it tough hanging out with someone so prickly? Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. Uh-huh, so Claudia's always arguing with someone or other. But when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. Ah, I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Oh, you're actually pretty nice. That Clefable is really important to Mrs. Dennis. I mean, it's a Clefable. They're pretty, like, friendly, like, big, fluffy, huggable Pokemon, so that makes sense. Did anything strange happen today? And Clefable's saying she got real sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. And she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. So, I wonder if like some sleeping medication or something was put in like the Pokemon's food. Which I believe the new guy handles the food, so... What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him alright? Claudia doesn't like Barnes. So Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she says, Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Clefable was dozing in the front door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then, Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Okay, cool. So, yeah. And that's when, to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. Well, that means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor. Well, yeah, that's pretty...
Okay, let's start deducing.
It's pretty big.
Okay.
Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment and get our thoughts together. Based on everything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information we gathered and see what we come up with. Yeah.
Okay.
We learned that Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. Rowless said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor when Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes' innocence with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose that testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. Looks like we're going to need our other evidence to prove his innocence. Can't let the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediately comes to mind. Times like this, it's best to try investigating other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that leads us back to this. To get close to the truth of this case, we've got no choice but to find the Pokemon that witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. Wonder if the Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is the culprit's partner. Makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by witnesses. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on that red Pokemon. Sure, we'll be able to figure out what Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? Seems unlikely that it's got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for her.
Okay.
Ducklet was supposed to go buy coffee beans. Okay, so we can go to the cafe and see if Ducklet's there. Lillipup's partner. Looks like that woman has a problem. Sure does. Doubt it has anything to do with our case, but it's hard to not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That's the spirit, Tim. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us this city's great detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current case. This is something we can help with when we have time. Right. First, let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. During investigation, people in Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people and Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. If you see them, try talking. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to a list. You can check this list at any time by pressing the Y button. Keep in mind, some of these requests aren't necessarily problems in the strictest sense. Okay. Blue Pup's gone missing. Got too excited and I guess, like, yeah, I ran off. Up likes quiet places. I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. All right. Well, okay, so this is the park. But she said she already looked at the park, so... Yeah. I'm not even gonna check there, though, because, yeah, she already looked in the park and Lillipup wasn't there. So he's probably gonna be somewhere back this way. The only problem is I don't really remember what a Lillipup looks like. This little trash dude wasn't here before, though. Hello.
Drub! Hey, wait up!
It's gone.
Oh.
Right down the street, right? Let's follow it so we can ask some questions. I just hope we can find it. Back alley. Oh, is this a Lillipup? I think so. Yeah. Did someone say walkies? Nice. Yep, that's Lillipup. It may indeed be the partner of that woman we met in front of Dennis' residence. Let's ask. Yeah, that's him. Oh wow, she got here quick. Yes, that's settled. Yeah, it was nice to see both of them so happy. Alright, easy peasy. Where did little trash guy go? I don't know. Just like disappeared completely.
Whoa!
They won't. Cafe. No, Pikachu, maybe you can get some coffee while we're in here. The Hi-Hat Cafe.
Oh, Tim!
Rachel Myers.
Hello there.
And Jessica Miller. I like her Meowth necklace. What a coincidence running into you here. Yeah, I'm surprised as you are. I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Oh, I remember. Howard's notebook. She's the girl from the photo. Yes, Pikachu, this is Rachel. We go to college together. She's the mayor's daughter? Right. And you said she knows a lot about Pokemon too, didn't you? And she's just a classmate, or... See, this is why I don't like telling you about my personal life. I'm just looking out for you. I never hear you talk about actually having fun with people. Well, anyway, who's the woman next to her? I know about as much as you do. I don't think we've met before. Hey, Jessica, have you heard of these? Of course, it's an honor to meet the great detectives. By the way, Tim, were you talking to Pikachu just now? What? No way. Aw, no need to be embarrassed. I totally understand the urge to talk with your partner. But now that you're here, why don't you chat with us for a bit? Yeah, sure. But first, Spoink or Spoink, Spoing. I don't remember what his name is, but it's a good Pokemon. He's bouncy. Him bounce. Also, is this the first Pokemon protagonist that's like in college? Because yeah, I mean, I know this is a spin-off game, but still, like, most of the protagonists in Pokemon are like, I mean, I guess in Scarlet and Violet, it's like, is the school like a university? I mean, I guess if it's a university, it doesn't necessarily mean it's like college, but yeah. Also, hello, Ludicolo, right?
Well, look who it is.
Pablo Milan, owner of the Hi-Hat Cafe. Was I right? Yeah, that is a Ludicolo. Cheerful cafe assistant manager. Nice. It's a good assistant manager. Looks like she's in a good mood as always. Do you think she might know something? She might. We can ask. Have you seen Ducklet recently? She says Ducklet comes to the cafe pretty often. Pablo knows more about that, apparently. Oh, and you sometimes see Ducklet at Serenity Park? Okay, good to know. So the pond water there is good for your fur. You meet Ducklet there sometimes when you go to bathe. How nice that you tell each other about good swimming spots. I guess water-type Pokemon get along swimmingly well with each other. So you've got an ear for rock now, not just jazz? You like jazz? Apparently a Politoed. Yeah, Politoed and its friends put on concerts here at night. And you really love that music. So that's how you went from jazzist to rocker. I'd love to hear Politoed's concert sometime. Alright.
Hey.
Hello, Pablo. Got caught up in a new case. Oof, sounds rough. What if I ask some questions? Have you seen Duck?
Excuse me?
I know her. You're talking about Barnes' partner, right? She often comes here all on her own to buy coffee beans. She really is a clever little Pokemon. Just like Barnes said. She always comes with this cute little bag that I fill with beans for her. As far as I know, she takes them straight back to the mansion. In fact, she left with her usual order a couple minutes ago. Really?
Hey.
Butler from the dentist mentioned. Yeah, he swings by the cafe pretty often after he's done with work. Orange is a regular customer? Yeah, he loves coffee and jazz, so we've got plenty to talk about. But apparently he's been stressed lately, so he hasn't been stopping by as much. He's been really stressed, huh? Should probably ask for more details about that. Do you know why Barnes was stressed? Was he worried about something? Oh, well, I'm not sure it's my place to tell you about a customer's personal matters. Please, we're just trying to help. It's for Marn's sake. Ah, so this is for a case, huh? I guess I'd better tell you. He was worried about that jewel that Mr. Dennis was planning to donate to Ryme City. Apparently the Dennises had a difference of opinion about that. Barnes was trying to come up with a compromise that would satisfy both of them. But he said he just wound up getting stuck in the middle of the argument. That does sound stressful. I remember him saying he wished there was no jewel in the first place. You wish there was no jewel, huh? Anyway, that's all I know. Hope it helps. Yes, thank you.
Excuse me?
Must been really busy moving your cafe to this new location. Do you feel all settled in now? Feels like things are finally back to normal. I know Pikachu's been coming here on his own to drink your coffee. I hope he hasn't been causing you any trouble. Trouble? I'm a paying customer. Once you pick up my tab. Not at all. The cafe's way closer to your place now, and it seems like Pikachu feels comfortable here. And the Hi-Hat Cafe always welcomes Pokemon customers.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Wait, hold on, I want to talk to that one. Milk Pokemon. Oh, it's a Milcery. Hey, Pablo, got a new customer? Oh, you mean this Milcery? It's new. Just started living here, in fact. What sort of place it's from? Oh, hey, hold on, Milcery. Both Tim and Pikachu have particular blends they prefer. You can't just add cream without asking. I'd prefer to keep my coffee black, but why don't you try some cream, Tim? Sure, smells great. I'll give it a try next time. Yeah, I tend to like my coffee with a lot of cream. Okay, fine, we'll deduce. I was gonna talk to Rachel, but I guess we'll do this first.
Okay.
Alright. She went here to get some beans.
Okay.
Okay, so Ducklet is probably already back. And then let's see what they have to say.
Pikachu must be working hard, huh?
Yeah, he's actually more helpful than he looks.
That's pretty impressive, Pikachu.
Now, come on, Tim. You can give me a better compliment than that. You seem different from usual somehow. Don't tell me that award my dad gave you is already starting to change you. No, of course not. I'm the same as I've always been. Are you sure? I mean, we don't really know each other all that well. Maybe you have the wrong impression of me? No way. I've had my eye on you for a while now, Tim. Excuse me? Oh, does she mean what I think she means? It's like I have a front row seat to the great detective in action. Feels like an exciting new adventure could break out at any moment. Ah, right. Get your hopes up for a moment there, Tim. Hey, quiet you.
It is such an honor to meet you, Tim. Thank you for solving the R case. You have no idea what that meant to me.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
See news about your accomplishments on TV all the time. Quite the celebrity. Celebrity? I wouldn't go quite that far. No need to be modest. You're a great detective after all. Jessica used to work with my mother years ago. That's how we met, and we've been friends ever since. Oh, I see. But it's been a while since we met up like this. About 2 years, I think? We've both been so busy lately, there just hasn't been time to get together. I had no idea you'd become friends with the famous great detective. Were you surprised? Yes, of course. Hey, I'm the great detective. By the way, Tim, I work at a pizzeria in Bamboo Borough. Ooh, I like pizza. If you're in the area, stop by. Treat you to one of our awesome pizzas. Yes. This place where Jessica works is actually pretty famous. Yeah. I could go for some pizza. Okay. So I'll have to talk to Rachel later. I guess, you know, after the case is done.
Tim.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Hey, Tim. Jessica seems really grateful to us for solving the R case 2 years ago. Nice to know our hard work wasn't for nothing.
Alright, well, I guess let's go see if Ducklet's back at the mansion. Zoom. What in the world were you doing? My apologies, sir. Did something happen, Brad? Ducklet was spotted near the mansion just now. But when my subordinates tried to catch her, they let her escape. Oh, so Ducklet had just gotten back to the mansion. Do you know where she ran off to? Fortunately, I do not, and I don't have the resources to keep searching. At this point, I'll have to call on the services of the Pokemon Protection Bureau. You, tell the inspector that I'm heading back to the station for a moment. Yes, sir. Well, we probably know where Ducklet went, because we know that she likes to hang out at, like, the park. So yeah, probably at the park.
Well...
Alright. Is there duck? Where be the duck?
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Charles Murlock? Scientist. Interesting.
I am such a huge fan of yours!
Oh dear, forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Murlock. I'm a scientist working here in Ryme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Scientist, huh? What's that? You like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and the city council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Ryme City's latest policies. This guy's intense. Seems like the type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means, fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Ryme City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goals. So I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. Thank you. Guess our only choice is to play along for a bit. What a drag.
Excuse me?
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. Can't actually propose new legislation. What I can do, though, is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon of Ryme City. Proud to contribute to my city power of science. That's wonderful. Isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist. So, I feel duty-bound to use my position as a scientist to support it. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. I can tell how passionate you are about improving the city.
Excuse me?
What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Murlock? My research explores the nature of communication between people and Pokemon. Sounds complicated. It's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that'd do for Ryme City. Make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole city where people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? That really would make Ryme City an even better place. Don't you think?
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu? Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Ow! Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Oh dear. Is Pikachu upset with me? Apparently plucked a bit of fur, and the test results should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created at Mayor... God, his name. Like the title. Mayor and Myers being so similar. Measure Pokemon's vital signs in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. I'd say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? It sure sounds like it. Way to bury the lead. Or lead. Okay, it's ready. Now, let me see. Well, what's it say? It's detecting... caffeine? Someone say caffeine? Seeing as how he's working as a detective, I figured this was no ordinary Pikachu. These results are truly fascinating. Hello? Mr. Murlock? Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright, no problems at all. Suppose his triglycerides, yeah, are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? Does seem slightly different from a regular Pikachu, though. Huh? Something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished your checkup, I think we better get going. Ah, yes, sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you. High triglycerides. Alright. I'm just looking for a duck. Oh, hey. These lads. Phalanx. Or Phalanx. There's the Lillipup again. But is there a duck? Maybe around here, because, like, the water.
This is the top, yeah?
Look at that, Pikachu.
Huh?
From here, you have a perfect view of the dentist residence.
Yeah. Okay. And there's some more wool, or like cotton, yeah. Well, I have not spotted a duck. But there is a Sudowoodo. Unmoving as a tree. You have a habit of pretending to be trees. Practicing your tree imitation, huh? Does it have to practice right here? Seems like it'll block a lot of foot traffic. Yeah, true. Hey, Sudowoodo, if you want to practice, you should try doing it somewhere else. This location totally blows your cover. And there he goes. Cat. Small cat. Purloin. This Pokemon is being awfully friendly. Alright, well, I guess no duck around, but you're a red Pokemon. Raboot. Score a hat trick. This is the second evolution of the fire starter from Sword and Shield. It's a Raboot, a Pokemon known for its excellent footwork. It's insane, Pikachu. Wants us to be quiet because it's trying to think up a practice routine. Ah, I see. Let's leave it alone then. Licky tongue. Licked every flavor life has to offer. That's good. A long tongue. You should see a Greninja. Although I'm not well, Greninja's probably a longer tongue than Licky tongue, actually, yeah. Because like he wears his as a scarf. But it has to be pretty long. Not really sure where else we should look. Or Bombi. I mean, yeah, I think the only red Pokemon would be this guy. But yeah. We can go back in here. Yeah.
I see.
Okay. Oh, they're questioning Barnes. Well, no, Barnes is here, so we're not questioning him again. And I'm guessing I can't go in here.
Whoa!
No. I guess look around the city, some other places for a red Pokemon. Because there was the Raboot, but that one wasn't it.
Whoa!
No? Okay, can't go that way. I guess I can go back to the, like, alley, but there wasn't a Pokemon back there before. Other than Lillipup. Oh, the trash chute back, though.
Oh!
Well, yeah, the only other like Pokemon really are just the ones out here, but none of them are particularly like super red. I guess there's this one. I mean, he's not really red, but it's kind of like a dark red. Oh yeah, okay, well, we can ask him. Chocolate pass by here. What about a red Pokemon? Okay. I mean, I guess we can ask the other thing. No, okay. I just like deduce now.
Okay.
No.
Whoa!
So the other one wouldn't work either. Yeah, no.
Whoa!
Okay, so we still need to look for something.
Okay.
What about this guy? Can we talk to him? No. Okay, we can't go that way. I mean, was there something in the cafe that I might have missed then? Because I think we're running out of options here. Nope, not really. Oh, right. I didn't talk to these guys.
Hey.
Ponyard is red. Ponyard? Oh, in Bisharp. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would fit the bill for both red Pokemon and something that could slice through the cage. The terrace, okay. Okay, I think we've seen where he probably is going to be then. And then, did they see Ducklet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the cotton was from these guys.
Hey.
And again, the whole like eating breakfast and forgetting, so let's grab this one as well. Okay. Suppose Ponyard is the red Pokemon we're looking for? Apparently, it's good friends with the Whimsicott that went into the mansion, so it seems pretty likely. Probably be fastest just to go meet it and ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I gotta go to the park. Again, but this time it'll actually be there since we've talked about it. What about all these slices on the rock? Okay, and there's also some leaves. Oh, but those were bitten though, not cut.
Okay, let's start deducing.
All right, cool. Now we're good. Oh well, on a different one though. Yeah.
Okay.
Search inside the mansion. I mean, we've searched most places in the mansion. We didn't see him, so he's probably by the rock still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't they say they got mad, or Ponyo got mad if they like were on the rocks? Let's just, yeah.
Oh.
Let's just hope he doesn't cut us, 'cause that would be bad. Oh boy. Yep, I think we. Yep, aggressive swordplay. Ponyard's cool, and Bisharp looks awesome. Quite small though. It's Ponyard, just like Whimsicott said. Okay, it's saying, "Darest thou tread upon my cherished rock? What is the meaning of this? Thine answer shall determine thy fate. I will show thee no mercy." Wait, what? Wow, it's really angry. Sorry, we just wanted to find you. We weren't trying to mess with your rock or anything. Oof, thank goodness. Said it'll forgive us, but just this once. You want to know why we were looking for you? Fair enough. But we've got some questions we'd like to ask you. Would you mind talking with us for a bit? Says it'll talk. Alright, so I guess about Ponyard itself. traveling all over as part of your journey to warriorhood. I'm sorry, did you say journey to warriorhood? Apparently it travels all over the place to practice and improve its moves. It says that because it was born with these blades, it wishes nothing more than to master them. If Poniard is that proud of its blades, I bet they have razor-sharp edges. I mean, yeah, dude, it cut a rock, so definitely pretty sharp. Yeah, slice a rock in two. This might sound a bit strange, but you haven't punched anyone recently, have you? I mean, he doesn't have fists. He can't punch anybody. You could cut someone with those hands of yours, but you definitely couldn't punch it. Apparently it's never seen any other Poniard. Okay. We heard from some Whimsicott that they went to Mr. Dennis's mansion. Were you the one who went there with them? Poniard's not sure if it was the same place, but it vaguely remembers going to a big house. It says it entered the house together with the Whimsicott, but you get inside the mansion. Poniard likes to get picked up and flown around by Whimsicott, so you think you might have gotten inside the mansion that way. Which, yeah, then you got in through the window. Mine feels all foggy and it just can't remember what was going on at the time. And what about Duck? Have you seen the Duck? Hasn't seen her. Great. Where could Ducklet have gone? That is a good question. Trace us with a demonstration. Cool. Maybe the cut will be like the same as the case.
Awesome.
Different angle, but basically the same. It's a clean slice and a metallic sound Poniard's blade made when it made contact. All matches what we know of the crime scene. That means the Pokemon that entered the mansion must have been Poniard. But neither Whimsicott nor Poniard remembers clearly. What's up with that? I can't imagine that the Pokemon are lying. Their behavior was pretty unusual, but there must be a good reason for it. We've looked all over the place, but we haven't seen Ducklet anywhere. Apparently she almost got caught earlier, but then ran away. So maybe she's hiding somewhere. Then how are we going to find her? Couldn't get much useful information for Poniard. I think Ducklet is our only good lead now. Guess we need to keep asking around then. I don't know. Maybe she got scared and went into hiding. If she did, it'll be really hard for just the two of us to find her. Yeah. How should we look for her then? Good question. How about we ask a Pokemon to help us? A Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon have all sorts of special skills. Maybe there's a Pokemon that can help us find Ducklet. Do you think it'd be willing to help us, though? Sure, one of the Pokemon in the Dennis residence would gladly help us out. After all, the theft happened in their own home. Good point. Let's go back to the mansion and ask the Pokemon there for help. Okay, cool. I think, given what we've seen due to the like previews of this game, yeah, it's presumably going to be Growlithe.
Your hands are blades, huh? Wow, that's pretty neat.
Built-in box cutters. Oh, hello.
Yes.
I like your bird. Quiz Professor. Chew Cannon. Burning Beak. It's definitely a pretty like fiery beak pattern. Pokemon catches prey using its long tongue. What, probably Licky Tongue then? Well, I think I know the answer. Oh, okay, but it doesn't want me to know tell her. Okay. I have to talk to Licky Tongue again before I can, like, answer it. Okay, yeah, you just have to go and, like, interact with it again so you can go and do the quiz. Hi.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'll worry about that later. Kind of more interested in the case, so. Yeah, like I said, from previews we kind of know it's going to be Growlithe.
Yes?
Oh, it's you. Isn't your investigation finished already? I'm sorry, but it'll take a bit more time. This is absurd. We all know Barnes did it. Would you give it a rest, Claudia? Barnes just isn't the type of person who would do a thing like this. Sounds an awful lot like wishful thinking to me. Barnes simply wanted the Aurora drop for himself. He's been play acting as a perfect butler, but all he's serving us is a platter of greed and deceit. Just listen to yourself. How could you say that about a man who served us faithfully for so many years? Open your eyes already. Barnes has betrayed you. Please, calm down, both of you. Barnes Ducklet was sighted a few minutes ago. Hoping that when we find Ducklet, we'll also find a clue. Oh, excellent. I'm certain you'll find proof that Barnes is innocent. And where's Ducklet now? She got away. We're about to go search for her. Such incompetence. Hurry up and find her. It's not gonna be easy finding Ducklet with just the two of us. Get some help from another Pokemon to search for Ducklet. Like dog. Sad dog. Very keen nose. Yeah, that should help. Okay, but we have to talk to the others, I guess, as well. What can Clefable do? Way better hearing than most Pokemon. Okay. You know, big ears, so yeah. What other Pokemon are there? Oh, I guess, yeah, dog. Other dog. Sharp nose and is good at tracking, but okay, so can't help us.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
Yeah, Growlithe.
Okay.
All right, dog. Good fire dog. Please help us find good duck. Hopefully good duck. Probably good duck. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure why I would say no to like the tracking starting.
Okay, let's do this.
Trusty steed.
Sorry, but could you sit down for a sec? All right. Let's go.
Now, do I get to control this? Yeah, I do. Oh, cool. Now we can understand like Growlithe since, yeah. Okay. Well, there were feathers upstairs. Hold on the R button while moving to follow the scent. Okay. Hold to sniff. I mean, this is... Well, I thought it would just lead upstairs, but I guess not. Alright. Will lead us to duck. Oh, okay, so she's in the park. Just hidden somewhere. Is she like under the water? No. Somewhere over here. Oh, is she in that bush? Yeah, I think so. Hello, duck. Ducklet. Aspires to elegance. I like the little, like, purse. Okay. Black water. Tried it once because Barnes seems to enjoy it so much, but I practically gagged when it hit my tongue. Yeah, black coffee's not great. True gentleman. Well, because people were chasing Duckle, right? That's why she was hiding. Yeah. And we knew that because of Ludicolo. Okay, yeah, something was definitely like put in all the Pokemon's food to make them asleep, like sleepy. Remorant. Turner's partner. Okay. I don't even know. What is a Cremorant? Oh, okay. It's like another bird, I guess. Okay, so dog sprint? Yes, dog can indeed sprint. I do not know what a Cremorant is, just from the name, so hopefully once I see it, it'll be something I recognize, or yeah, I don't know. Do not mind the Pikachu and the dog, citizens. Just doing some detective work. In the alley. Yeah, looking like it probably will be. Interesting that the fire... Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's definitely a bird. I don't recognize it, though. But I was gonna say, it's interesting that the fire hydrants here are, like, two-tone colors. I feel like I've only ever seen fire hydrants be, like, one color. Either, like, red or yellow. But the ones in the city are, like, black and red. Which looks cool, but, yeah.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
And Squalor Paradise. That is, in fact, Cremorant. Must be feeling pretty carefree to fall asleep in a place like this. And Growlithe, what you doing here? That's what I'd like to ask you. Hey, what's going on? Sorry to bother you when you just woke up, but do you think you could answer some questions? Who are you? No need to be scared. I'm the Great Detective Pikachu, and I'm here to help. Great, what's it, Pikachu? Pikachu's my friend, and he has some questions for you, Cremorant. Don't know what's going on, but sure. What do you want to ask me, dude? Is this bird like a surfer bro? Turner's partner, Cremorant? Sure am, dude. What about it? We were worried about you because you weren't home. Really? My bad. Can you tell me about Turner? Turner's my partner. He's a good dude. Me and him go way back. Cameron is always helping Turner out with his duties at the house. Turner calls for me, I head right over, no matter where he is. I even go shopping with him, dude. If he needs something carried, I just swallow it whole. Wait, you swallow it? Is that safe for anyone? It's fine, dude. Just rub my back and I'll work up whatever's filling my tum. Lickety split. Ugh, more like lickety spit. But I guess Cramorant are kind of built for that, huh?
Hey.
Why were you sleeping out here of all places? Because I got real sleepy after I ate breakfast. Yeah, all of them. I think Turner put something in all of the Pokemon's food. Said you to the back alley. You thought Trubbish was a bed? Yeah, dude's like super squishy. This guy's something else. I wanted to sleep. Wouldn't it make more sense to go home first? I'm sure Turner's worried about you. Turner. That's right. I gotta get back to Turner. Any particular reason? Because he's my partner, dude. Or, wait, did he say not to go back? What was it again? Hey, don't look at me. I really think you should get back. Turner must be worried about you. Ugh, sorry, I had to sneeze. I'd like to hear about what Cramorant was doing at the time of the incident occurred. You said you ate breakfast and got sleepy, right? Yep. Must have eaten a lot. The same as usual, actually. But even now, my tum is so stuffed, dude. Wasn't breakfast a while ago? Why are you still so full? Not sure, dude. My tum feels the same as when I swallow something big. Okay, well, I think we know what's going on now. Something big, huh? Interesting. Well, we heard from Cramorant, but his answers aren't very clear. Start talking to Trubbish. Me?
Robert?
Need something? We're investigating a crime. Do you mind if we ask a few questions? Okay.
Hey.
I think I kind of understand what's going on here, but whatever. Having trash. Trash stuck to a Whimsicott's head. They're in front of a big house when I found it. Trash is important to Trubbish. Don't call it stuff. So what was it?
Hey.
Open the window after Barnes leaves. That will be the signal. Once the window is open, I'll send Pawniard in with Whimsicott to cut the case. You should then be able to collect the jewel. Play your part properly, you should be able to frame Barnes for everything. And if you're successful, we'll both be coming into quite a lot of money. Good luck. This is like the like theft plans. All right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think Cramorant has the jewel. But he's just unaware that he has the jewel, I guess. And I'm assuming it's Turner and the wife who are probably working together for the jewel theft. and blaming it on Barnes. Guessing that's what's going on here. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Hopefully. I kind of want to get through this first case. I didn't think it was gonna take like this long, but at this point I'm just gonna keep playing until it's over. Alright, hey Tim, we found a thing. How'd your investigation with Growlithe go, Pikachu? About that, Tim. We found some incredible evidence. Really? What is it? Well, you see. Keep error. That's about it. Wow, good work, Pikachu. I think we're definitely closer to solving the case now. Hurry up and open your case notebook. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So it's this one.
Okay.
A note Trubbish found. We can prove Barnes' innocence with that, can't we? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's what the note said. Open the window after Barnes leaves. That'll be the signal. This is clear proof that Barnes isn't the culprit, and that the real culprit is still out there. So there's someone out there behind all of this. Not only that, there are multiple culprits working together. Someone who sent Pokemon in from outside, and someone inside the mansion who let them in. You think whoever let the Pokemon inside lives in the mansion? It seems like the natural conclusion. But how did the culprit unlock the door to the jewel storage room? Only Barnes and Mr. Dennis can use the key, right? Usually, yeah, but the culprit found a way. Oh, way to what? Think about it, Tim. When did Growlithe say the key disappeared? She said it disappeared while she was sleeping. That's right. And anyone could have taken the key while Growlithe was asleep. I guess you're right. But Growlithe doesn't usually nap. You really think she just happened to nap right when they were about to commit the crime? That's just it. Think back on what all the different Pokemon in the mansion told us. Did you notice anything they had in common? Anything strange? I mean, I guess... Yes, they all ate breakfast, but all of them went to sleep. Yep. Wait, can I deduce already?
Okay.
No, okay. I mean, don't we already know it's because of the breakfast? Not really sure who we should be asking about that. Do I just have to like go and talk to all the Pokemon again? Sleep powder, okay, yep.
Okay, let's start deducing. Okay.
I mean, yeah, we've known this for a while. All of them had like some sort of sleeping thing mixed into their food. Back to the park, huh? Excuse me. Just in the path of the scent. Surprised that doesn't get like in the way of the scent. Just a human and a Pokemon being right there. Oh, is it the Venonat? Which, yeah, that wasn't there before.
Venom.
Yep, that is a Venonat. No mistaking those massive eyes. Apparently they can even see in the dark. So sparkly. Yes, yes, what is it? Yes. You mind if we ask you some questions? Sleep powder. It's Lilligant's fragrance. Lilligant? Lilligant. That's the one... That's the flower one down here. Right? No, not that one. I think it's this one. No, never mind. That's not Lilligant. Lilligant. Well, might be something over here. Okay, there it is. Hello. It's Lilligant. This Pokemon is known for having an aroma that calms the heart and mind. That's what that nice smell was. Think I smell nice? You sweet. Mind if we ask you a few questions? Is this your sleep powder? Yeah, I recognize the fragrance. Do you remember giving this to anyone? No. You see, my sleep powder just puffs out naturally whenever I dance. Though thinking on it now, there was a human who came to watch me dance recently. Really? Do you remember what they looked like? I'm afraid not. I was in the zone. That's rough. It's something. Thanks for your help, Lilligant.
I see.
Okay. Yes.
Great.
We will go tell Tim where the sleep powder came from. It was an inside job. Someone managed to get some of Lilligant's sleep powder, and then they mix it into Pokemon's breakfast. Sounds like an inside job to me. But I know who it is. It was this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the one who makes the food.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. Okay, well.
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
Turner, yeah, we did. Okay, Pokemon eat in separate rooms. Yep, Turner prepares the food. Okay, yeah, we knew that, and that's kind of... Yeah, I figured it was him.
Okay.
Okay.
One person who could have put sleep powder in the Pokemon's meals is Turner. Has to have been him. Bingo. He's in charge of preparing Pokemon meals. Could have easily slipped it into their food. However, this fact alone isn't enough to implicate Turner. I mean, why not? I guess he might not have known that the sleep powder...
Yes.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Well, time to go get a bird to cough up a jewel. Zoom on over there. Oh, hi. Look, Pikachu. It's Cramorant. You gonna go back to Turner? Didn't make it very far, did you? Been resting because you feel too full to walk? Is Cramorant the only one that feels so unwell? Rowlith and the others are fine. Must have really overeaten, or he swallowed something his digestive system can't hit. Hey, wait a second.
A missing jewel, and now Cramorant's full belly.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
I figured it out! A bolt of brilliance! The stolen jewel we seek is right over there!
Yes, I concur. It is within the bird. Did you figure something out, Pikachu? Oh yeah, I got it all figured out. I bet you figured it out too, haven't you? Alright, here's the final question. Where did Turner hide the jewel? Why, within the bird, of course.
Okay.
Cramorant said he could gulp down anything, right? So the jewel is most likely hidden in his belly. Yes, you got it. Turner made Cramorant swallow the jewel. The reason he feels so full is because he's still got that jewel in his belly. Turner didn't have time to retrieve the jewel after the theft, did he? Nope. I'm positive the jewel is still in Cramorant's belly. Now we have enough evidence to back Turner into a corner.
Okay.
Got all the proof we need. Now we just have to catch the culprit. Let's go tell Holiday to gather everyone involved with the case. Are you ready, Tim? Yes. Let's go. Let's reveal the truth together. Cool. We're about to hit case closed on this one.
This is it. Let's take care of business.
Everyone, thank you for coming.
This sudden conference had better be important.
It is. We've identified the real culprit.
Have you now?
Yes, Mr. Barnes isn't the one who stole the jewel.
Oh. Who did it then?
I'll explain everything from the beginning. Let's start with how the culprit entered the jewel storage room.
There were no signs of forced entry on the door, so the culprit must have used the key. But Growlithe was guarding the key.
No one but my husband or Barnes could have taken the key from Growlithe.
Yes, exactly. So how did they...
I guess it must have been Barnes then.
No, it wasn't. You see, the culprit had a trick up their sleeve for taking the key.
Cool. So they used to do like checks.
Used sleep powder to make Growlithe fall asleep. And after that, they took the key.
Do you have evidence of that?
Of course. Take a close look at Growlithe's food bowl, Inspector. You'll find traces of Lilligant's sleep powder in it.
Of course. So that's how the culprit got into the jewel storage room.
But they couldn't possibly have cut open that sturdy display case in such a short time.
Yeah, good point.
No. They could have if they had Pokémon accomplices.
Pokémon?
The culprit somehow used Whimsicott and Pawniard. And got Pawniard to cut open the case.
What? How is that even possible?
We may understand now how the jewel was stolen. But that doesn't necessarily prove that Barnes is innocent.
Actually, I do have proof that Mr. Barnes is innocent. We discovered this note in a Trubbish's possession.
A note?
The culprit jotted down their whole plan. They wanted to frame Mr. Barnes for the crime.
Then that would mean Barnes is innocent.
So who's the real culprit?
The real culprit is right here with us.
What do you mean?
Oop.
The thief who stole the Aurora drop. It's... Mr. Turner, you're the culprit.
Who, me? But I'm a victim of this crime. Pawniard punched me.
It punched you, huh? Pawniard has blades for hands, and I don't see any cuts on you.
If you really think I'm the culprit, then where's the jewel? I don't have it on me, and I haven't set foot outside the mansion.
Where's the jewel? Isn't it obvious? It's with a Pokémon.
What?
Oop.
Of course you don't have the stolen jewel. You hid it. In Cramorant's belly.
Hid it inside of a bird.
Excuse me? Cramorant may be Turner's partner, but even so...
Where is that Cramorant anyway?
Mr. Turner, you clearly put a lot of thought into your plan. But when we investigated the crime scene, we found a Cramorant feather. And you underestimated Growlithe's sense of responsibility. Those two things did you in. Now, please call your Cramorant.
Hello, bird. Empty your stomach.
Cramorant.
All right, let me handle this.
Oh, and a key. What's with the
There
weird
it
box
is!
thing on
The Aurora
his
drop!
back?
And the key to the storage room, too.
Ah, okay. That's the key to the room. Got it.
I'm afraid you can't talk your way out of this, Mr. Turner.
Got him.
I was so close to living the easy life. I shouldn't have teamed up with someone I barely knew.
I'm sure Holiday will look into his accomplice. Right. Let's leave that to the police. Was I wrong this whole time? For us here, the Aurora Drop was a symbol of hope. I thought it could bring hope to even more people. That's why I decided to donate it. But I never thought it would lead to an incident like this. Maybe I should forget about donating it and just keep it quietly locked up in the house. Goodness gracious, you of all people. You really think so little of the Aurora Drop? What are you saying, Claudia? Didn't you tell me yourself that you had hoped whoever looked at the Aurora Drop would not only see its beauty, but also feel cheered up and encouraged by it? Are you really going to give up on that hope just because of a stroke of bad luck? Wouldn't that be a terrible waste? Don't you agree, Barnes? Indeed, madam. It's just as you say. Mr. Dennis, your plan to donate the jewel to the people of Ryme City was most certainly not a mistake. Please believe in yourself and do what you think is best. Claudia, Barnes, forgive me. I think I let myself get too shaken by what happened today. I believe in the beauty of the Aurora Drop and the people of Ryme City. As you should. But, Claudia, weren't you against the donation? Don't misunderstand me. I just don't want to deal with you moping around like this for the rest of our lives. That's all. I see. Thank you, Claudia. This incident has forced me to reconsider, shall we say, some of my views. Puffable, Ducklet, Growlithe, let's all eat together from now on. It looks like Mr. Dennis and the others are all getting along better now. Yeah, that about wraps this up.
Ironic, huh? Cramorant swallowed the jewel, and now you've got to swallow the bitter consequences.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Cramorant, are you alright?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and grab it.
Right.
Well. I was wondering what that like box on its back was.
How could this be happening?
Sanjeev.
Turner!
Hold on. I swear I had nothing to do with that.
Why don't we discuss this down at the station?
I'm gonna like cuff him or anything. All right. Okay, so I guess I was wrong with the whole accomplice being the wife. I thought maybe because like she didn't want to get rid of it, she would have like helped him with that, but no, someone else entirely. I was helping.
Growlithe, you did a great job.
Good dog.
Hey, Pikachu! Look!
Oh, are you leaving already? See you around. Say, Tim, did you notice Cramorant's back?
Yeah, there was something glowing on it.
I've never seen anything like it. I wonder, maybe Turner didn't know what was going on. Something tells me this is just the beginning.
Well, yeah, that was just the first case, so you would be correct. Later that evening, at Tim's apartment.
I'm home.
Tim's back!
He sure is.
Well, you sure are home late.
Oh, hey, Rachel's here.
Good evening.
Oh, and who is this?
My classmate, Rachel.
It's nice to meet you. Is she your girlfriend?
Huh?
If only.
Actually, Rachel's here because... Hello, sorry to barge in so suddenly. I was just hoping to get some advice from the great detective here. I didn't realize his family was visiting, though. Welcome, Rachel. We didn't mean to startle you. Sophia and I just arrived in Ryme City yesterday. Came to see my brother's award ceremony. Oh, really? Then, this is probably the first time you've all seen each other in a while. Really hope I'm not in the way. Please, don't worry about it. We'll be in town for a while yet. Make yourself at home. I'll make some tea. Thank you, really. See, Tim? I told you Irene and Sophia would understand. Yeah, you're right. Glad. Okay. Alright. Case closed. Lots of people want to talk and everything, but I think for now, we're gonna go ahead and save. And turn to title. And yeah. I think that's probably a pretty decent stopping point for our first session of Detective Pikachu Returns. You know, got it through like the entirety of the first case, as well as just like the opening for the game. So yeah, that kind of took longer than I was expecting, but you know, I did kind of like went into this tonight kind of hoping to get through at least one full case. Not sure if that's going to stay true for like future ones. They might be even longer, so we might have to like try and split those up, but we'll see. But yeah, it's definitely nothing like super in-depth or difficult or anything, but it's still charming as a nice little like Pokemon kind of visual novel mystery game, I guess. So I don't know, I liked the movie enough that when this game got announced and you know was coming out, I was like, yeah, I'll give it a look-see. So it's different, you know, there's not many games I play where like, you know, there isn't some sort of combat, or you know, the focus of this is pretty much just the narrative and nothing else. So it's a nice change of pace, I guess, since yeah, there's not a whole lot of games I play like this. So yeah, but I think that will do it for Detective Pikachu Returns for now.